Greetings and hello, people on the internet tubes. Tom here, and this is TFONTF. That's to free or not to free. The show where I look at free-to-play games, their business models, and explain what they're all about. This week we're looking at Blacklight Retribution, a free-to-play FPS easily comparable to a certain modern shooter. So let's do this. So first thing to point out is the game is not set in a modern setting by any stretch of the imagination. Instead, it is set in the near future. Note, I said near future, not future. That means we won't be running around firing my laser. Instead, you'll be shooting bullets out of a hit-scan weapon. Kind of like another game. But anyway, the setting is different enough that the developers are able to be a little bit more creative. So when you're in game killing dudes, you rack up this stuff called CP. This currency allows you to essentially buy killstreak awards. However, as a currency, it carries over between lives. So this means you don't need to get 25 kills in a row before you can blow everybody up and then you can start cackling like Dr. Evil or whatever the hell you want to do. Instead, you save your pennies and you buy something like this. Yes, it's a freaking mech. Okay, I know you're thinking, oh my god, this thing is OP, it's just gonna blow people up and it's just gonna walk around and spray them all and it's gonna find me and it's gonna stomp on my face. I don't wanna play this game. But wait, hear me out. I know I'm just kind of turning people into red mist at the moment, but this thing does have its flaws. To begin with, these things are as slow as hell. It'll take you about a year to get from one side of the map to the other side of the map, and by then, they've probably gone to the other side of the map because, you know, it's a map that is square, it has 4 corners, it's 3D, you know what I mean. Besides them being really slow, there's a number of ways you can take these things down. For example, you could spend your CP on a rocket launcher and shoot it twice and then it's gone and it's blown up. Or you could buy, say, a flamethrower and you could like circle strafe it and burn the guy inside and he's like, ah, my face is burning! Or I don't know, shoot it with a gun. Because, yeah, that kind of works. So another major flaw to these things is they don't have access to the WHV, the wall hacking visor. That's not its real name, by the way. The visor is essentially your radar. When using it, you're unable to shoot and it has a limited duration. The interesting thing about the visor is that it is line of sight. This means you can easily be flanked while using it. It also allows you to locate weak points on the hard suits. By locating and targeting these areas, even a man with a rifle can deal some damage.
It's a flanking knife dodge. An unnecessary knifing montage. That's gotta hurt. In your face.
Like other shooters, BLR has a number of familiar game modes such as King of the Hill, Domination and Capture the Flag to name a few. Some of these maps and game modes also include hacking locations which consist of small mini games to open a door or capture a point quicker. Whereas other game modes might require you to escort this strange spider mech thing. So let's talk progression. After you've finished owning it up and you win the round, like I obviously do every time, you get to stand on your podium waving your fingers saying no, no, no. You get to this screen. This basically gives you experience depending on how well you performed, which will eventually result in you leveling up. Besides this, you also get rewarded GP, not to be confused with CP. This is a currency that allows you to purchase side grades outside of the game. The level determines what upgrades you are able to buy with GP, so before you can buy your Uber Elite helmet, you need to level up. There are many different types of items that you can buy. You can change your armor, for example. These are generally more side grades than upgrades, so a helmet that improves your armor might reduce your health in order to balance them out. This ensures that somebody that's played the game longer than you doesn't have a significant advantage to the point where it's game breaking. The game also offers pre-made characters with unique setups. These characters, like other items, have their upsides and downsides. To further tweak your character, you can also purchase these items called nodes. The easiest way to explain these is comparing them to runes in League of Legends. If you haven't played League of Legends, then I guess you don't have a clue what I'm talking about. Your gear loadout is another area where you can customize your character. Backpack units give you new abilities such as being able to revive somebody or go invisible using a cloaking device. Here you can swap out grenades or melee weapons to suit your needs. If you really wanted to, you could equip 2 knives, which is completely pointless. The depot loadout changes the items that are available to you through CP during a game. These generally consist of big ass guns and turrets and more big ass guns. Which brings me on to the grit of the customization aspect of the game, weapons. So what you usually do is you shoot a few people, you unlock a new weapon, you're like, yeah, I got an AK-47, this is amazing. Not in this game. There are a couple of ways you can obtain new weapons. You can get pre-made weapons, or alternatively you can build one from scratch. The weapon customization is pretty insane. You're able to change the receiver, muzzle, barrel, magazine, sights and stock. These all act as side grades, so they all have their own advantages and disadvantages. On top of this, you are also able to add a weapon tag for additional stats, or camo for a cosmetic look. The customization also spreads to sidearms. You can customize your semi-automatic pistol to become a revolver, full automatic, or even a shotgun. As you can see, the possibilities are endless. Other cosmetic changes are available to you. You could buy camo for your armor, or maybe even a stupid taunt to, be stupid. When it comes to purchasing these items, you are prompted with this screen. Here you can either rent an item for a short duration or alternatively buy it permanently for a larger fee. Besides purchasing with GP, you can also purchase with this currency known as Zen. Zen is purchased with real life money, and it allows you to buy any item despite its level requirements. This system is nice because almost every item can be purchased with GP anyway, so it only requires a little bit of time and effort to get items that you want. And for those impatient people, you can always just splash out on some Zen. You may have also seen the man with the stupid mustache. That is my emblem. There's a lot of choice when making your emblem, so you can make it look as stupid as you like. And it also costs you no GP. I'll be honest, there's not a lot of things wrong with this game, but when the servers mess up, stuff gets weird. As you can see from the screen here, everybody has over 900 latency. By the time you get into a game, you are literally standing still, trying to kill each other as quick as possible while teleporting everywhere. And when you get to the roundup screen, this kind of stuff happens.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
To outline a few other small issues I have, I suggest taking a look at the options menu. The amount of video settings you can change is nice, however, if you're anything like me, and you like to actually see your enemy before they shoot you, turn off motion blur or any unnecessary bloom effects. Another important thing to point out is on the controls menu, try to balance the tight aim sensitivity and the mouse sensitivity. When I first got into the game, I found it almost impossible to aim and shoot because of the change between hipfire and sights. These are easily fixed with some tweaks, so they're not too much of an issue.
But remember, you have been warned.